Good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. Hello, okay? Quick shout out to the people who have subscribed from Canada. Hi! Okay, we're going to do the next set of letters for our handwriting. I'm so sorry it's been such a while since I uploaded, but I am getting very lazy with it. I'm so sorry, but we will at some point do the rest of the letters, and then you'll have all of the alphabet, and then you've got no excuse for non-perfect handwriting, okay? So we're going to get straight on with it. So our first letter today, or letter sound today, is this one. Can anyone tell me by shouting very loudly at the screen what letter sound this is? And in Geordie, it's also used as a word for everything. Okay, this is okay, so definitely be from the north. This is not only a letter sound, it is also a word which can be used in so many different ways, but it is Who can tell me the rhyme that goes alongside It is lift off the top and scoop out the egg. Now, I don't always use it like that in the classroom, but I'll show you how I do it, because sometimes it does follow the same pattern as a curly K for caterpillar, but we just start here. It's like we'll go out, up and around, okay? But we do have a rhyme to go with it. It is lift off the top and scoop out the egg. So we lift off the top of a boiled egg and then we scoop out the middle, okay? So we're going to use that today, that rhyme, to help us out, and I'm going to stick it to the wall. Hopefully it won't drop off to embarrass me like the rest of them have done. Okay. Is that straight-ish? It is now. Okay, so first of all, we need to draw a very terrible hard-boiled egg. Okay, so I don't know why they put it in a cup, because if you're going to scoop it out, you're not going to use the cup, are you? Okay, so we're going to draw an egg that's half cracked open with all the gooiness in the middle. Naughty letters. Okay, so sorry, we were up to our egg. Okay, I like my eggs runny, so I like them soft boiled. Okay, so this is the soft boiled egg. Okay, so what it said in the rhyme was to lift off the top and then scoop out. Okay, so we're going to start from this dot here, okay, to the side. We go out and take off the top of that egg and under, okay, to scoop it out. So we go out, take off the top of the egg and scoop out the middle or under, okay? So we start from the dot, out, up and under, okay? So take off the top and scoop out the middle, okay? Or it doesn't look like it's in the middle, scoop out the bottom, isn't it? Okay, so without your egg there, what you have is a little dot in the middle, and we are going to finish down here. So we go out, up, go through that dot and under, okay? So wherever you start, you need to kind of pass that by again. So take off the top, take it off, and then scoop out the middle. Okay, it is the middle, right? Okay. This is what I mean. This is why I sometimes change the rhymes. It's whatever suits you, but essentially what you're doing is you're starting at that dot, you're going out, over and under. Make sure you go through the point that you started at, okay? So that is an F. Now on your in your books or on your sheets of paper, the bottom of the F has to rest on the line. So you could start almost a little way up, go out, up and under, okay? Out and under, okay? You can put the dot there if that's going to help you out, but you're almost doing like a weird curly cut, because when you do your curl around the caterpillar, you're going around in that fashion, but you're starting further out, so you go out and curly cut, okay? Out, up and under, okay? So can you do me three as on your line now, please? La 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 la. Okay, is our next sound, okay? Hopefully it won't be temperamental and fall off the wall, but you never know, okay? It's just the letter fairies. They don't like me sticking them to the wall. Okay, so our next letter sound is this one. I've already told you what it is, but it's It's where you stick your tongue out a little bit and bite it. Okay, But can anyone tell me the rhyme that goes alongside the to remember how to write it? It actually looks a little bit like what we use in the rhyme to help us out. It is down the long leg, down the long leg. So you can imagine this little bit here is a foot. So if I turned it round to show you, we've got the bottom of someone's bottom, very flat bottom. We've got a leg and we've got a shoe on the bottom. So we're going to do that, okay? Down the long leg for I'm going to stick it to the wall, hopefully. Everyone keep their fingers crossed for me. And those toes, get those toes crossed as well, please. Awesome sauce. Let's see if it stays. Thing is though, my phone must be wonky because this is not straight on the wall. Oh well, sorry. Okay, so we've got a really long leg. Okay, it can be super duper long if you wanted to. I'm going to draw a girl's leg today, okay? Going to go all the way down. Give her a wobbly knee. I'm going to give her some pretty shoes. Okay, and very swollen feet apparently. Okay, so for our you start at the top of the leg, okay, where your bottom would end, and we go down and down to the foot. Okay, so down the long leg. So we're going to start up here, and we're going to go down the long leg, down the long leg, and you give it the flick on that foot. Okay, so down the long leg and flick, down the long leg and flick. Okay, remember we've got our Harry Potter skills on right now. Down and flick, down and flick. So without the leg there, if we were to turn this over, I'm going to go down the long leg. So we're going to go down the long leg and give it that flick. Okay, down the long leg, flick. Now what I don't want to see, which I know some of you will, is this. Down the long leg, flick. That is nearly an which we have we done? Yes, we have done an Okay, we just want to go down in a straight line, straight down, and give it a little flick at the bottom. So if you have your lines on your piece of paper, go down, so make it quite tall, make it quite long. It is a long leg. Down the leg and give it a little flick at the bottom. Down the long leg and almost where we have the foot. Down the long leg, flick. Okay, so can you do me 3 on your sheet of paper for me? Okay, down the long leg. Our next sound is again something I teach a little bit differently because I think the rhyme is very long, but it still has the same principle, and it is this sound. Okay, there's a way we remember this, and there's just one action we can do to remember it, and it's this. Okay, this is a H. And the way reason we do that is because when you do a H, your breath should come out. You should be going H, H, H. Okay, and you should feel your breath on that hand. H, 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 H. Okay, H. And the rhyme with this one's quite long, but we'll see if anyone can remember it. It is down the head to the hooves and over his back. Now that's quite a lot, so it's quite a mouthful. So what I do is just down the horse over his back. Okay, because we're going down in that motion and then we're going to go over its back. It's very, very similar, very, very similar to an N, down knobby and over his neck. The only difference is that knobby is super tall in this one, all the way down knobby and then just over the net, which is a lot smaller. Okay, so down the horse to his hooves and over his back. Okay, so we're going to try that out. Let's see if this sticks to the wall. Stay. Like a horse. Sturdy. Okie dokie. So this is where I have to draw a terrible horse. Honestly. Challenging me, guys. Okay, it's going to be a very cartoon horse. He's going to have giant eyeballs. Looks more like a donkey or a weird looking, I don't know, dragon. So he's got weird looking hooves. And then a back. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to horses everywhere. And then a random tail. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, we're going to still use this terrible looking horse to help us with our okay, we start at the horse's head and we go down the horse and over his back. I didn't go as far over there, should have. But okay, we go down the horse and over his back. Okay, bit like our n for Nobby, we go down and over the net. For n, for a h, you start a bit higher, down the horse and over his back. Okay, very similar to an n. So if you can do an n, you can definitely do a h. Okay, so we go down the horse and over his back, down the horse and over his back. So if we were to do that without the horse, the terrible looking horse, okay, show you when n is first, down Nobby, over his net. For a h, we go down the horse and over his back. Now make sure that that second line is quite close to the first one. We don't want to see this. Don't want to see it. Okay, we go down the horse. Make sure it's really tall. Down the horse and over his back. And give it that little flick on the bottom, okay? Down the horse and over his back. Again, if these were lines on a book, okay, we go down the horse. Oh, my pen's running out. Down the horse and over his back. Okay, down the horse and over his back. Down the horse, over his back. Okay, so can you have a go at doing me 3 in your book or on your sheet or wherever you're using, if you're using a whiteboard, okay? Okay, 3 down, 2 to go. Okay, and our next one is this sound. Who can have a guess at what they think it is? It's an Okay, it's a bit like you're trying to be a weird dog, beast, or pirate. Okay, but maybe not R. That comes later. Sorry guys, that's a digraph. Okay, so clench your teeth and you can almost make it sound like you're doing a beastie noise. Okay, and the way we remember that sound, robot, is down his back and then curl over his arm. Okay, so we've got a for robot. Okay, because robot starts with a robot. Okay, and we're going to go down his back, or down, I would say down his body as well, okay, because that's not his back, that's his front. So down his body and over the arm, okay, but with a curl, okay, because, yeah, just down his body and over his arm, because the robot's apparently doing this, as you do. So we'll stick that to the wall. The wall of letters. Okay. Very dirty. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to change my pen as well because my black one's running out a little bit. Okay, so we've got a robot first of all. Wrong side. No, we'll use that side actually. Okay, so we have got, I'm going to give him a nice square head and a funny antenna, square eyeballs. Doesn't really need to be perfect, does it? Apparently the robot's just standing very, very still. I think this is by far my lowest. Although the horse was pretty shocking as well. Okay, and apparently the robot is doing, maybe he's got an invisible friend. He's literally just putting his arm around the invisible friend. Okay, but hey ho. We are going to go down the robot and over his arm. Okay, down the robot and curl over his arm. Okay, so we're going to start at the robot's face. Okay, as we do with normal, we usually tend to start at the top with a lot of these letters and we go down. Okay, it's always down. I don't think we start going up. We always go down. Okay, so down the robot and curl over his arm. So you go down you go back up that line and then you curl over his arm, okay? So down the robot, curl over his arm. Down the robot, curl over his arm. One more time. Down the robot and curl over his arm. Let me hear you say it loudly. Down the robot and curl over his arm. Okay, so if we were to take the robot out, and hopefully it hasn't gone through my... It has. Ignore that. We're going to use the same page because I'm running out of pages as well. If we take the robot out, you go down the robot and over his arm. So I know that mine's a little bit higher there, but your arm curl comes right back up near the top of your initial line. Okay, so down the robot, over his arm. Down the robot, curl over his arm. Down the robot, curl over his arm. Okay, so you're doing a straight line down, going back up, but then curling over. Okay, so we had this on our line. The bottom of your robot would hit that line. So down the robot, curl over his arm. Down the robot, curl over his arm. Okay, so can you do me 3 ers, please? Robot. Okay. Oh my word, it won't go. There we go. Okay, 3 ers for robot. Go. Okie dokie, last letter for this session. Okay, we've still got quite a few letters still to go in our alphabet, but they are usually the ones that most children struggle to recognise, let alone handwrite. Okay, so it'll be things like W, so W, and then X, X, Y, Y, Z. Okay, they're the ones that probably have an easier actual formation way of doing it. That makes no sense, but you know, actual formation, but they're the ones that they might struggle to recognise initially. But anyway, this is another one that you might not always recognise because it looks very similar to another letter, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, it's this one. You can tell me what this is. It's a J, 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 J. And it is for Jack in the Box, jug, jelly, jellyfish. Okay, and the rhyme that goes with it, you may remember, you may not, but it's okay because we go through it anyway. It is a Jack in the Box, and it's down his body, curl and dot. Down his body, curl and dot. It's literally a backwards I. Okay, so you've got a J, and it is very, very similar, except it's shorter and it curls the other way. Okay, that's why sometimes we'll get them a little bit muddled up because it looks very, very similar to an I. But for this one, it's a J for Jack in the Box. So sometimes if children are unsure, you might just say Jack. J. Okay, so we're going to use that on the wall. Okay, so first of all, I need to attempt to draw a Jack in the Box. So we're going to have a little creepy looking clown at the top to begin with. I think that's where you would put your dot. Okay, I'm going to give him a sort of body because it would look very weird if he was just a floating head. Okay, so we've got our Jack, the Jack in the Box, and then we've got the actual box itself, which is where your curl is. So we've got a Jack in the Box, okay, and we go down the Jack, down his body, which is the little springs. Okay, so down the springs, curl at the bottom, and then we're going to poke him in the eye to dot him. Okay, just like you did with the insect, down the insect's body, poke him in the eye. We're going to go down Jack's springs, down his body, and poke him in the eye. Okay, we're doing a lot of poking. Okay, don't do that in real life, we're just going to do it with handwriting. Okay, so we start at Jack's body, so down his body, curl to the box. Okay, so down his body, curl to the box, poke him in the eye. Pow. Okay, down Jack's body, curl, poke him in the eye. Down Jack's body and curl, poke him in the eye. Down the Jack's body to the box, curl, poke him in the eye. So without that, we have our line as well. I'm going to show you without and then I'll show you on the line. Okay, so we go down his body, curl, poke him in the eye. Down his body, curl, poke him in the eye. The reason that it looks very, very similar to an I, wait for the train to pass, is an I goes the other way. Okay, down the insect's body, poke them in the eye. Down the insect's body, poke them in the eye. Very similar, except one is a little bit longer. So I'm going to show you what an it looks like on the line. Go down the insect's body, poke them in the eye, but we rest on the line. A j is a descender, so it goes below the line. So we start here, down Jack's body, curl, poke him in the eye. Down Jack's body and curl, poke him in the eye. Down Jack's body, curl, poke him in the eye. Okay, so the j has to go below the line, below. Okay, so if you're unsure and it's written in a book, the a will rest on the line, the j will go below it. Okay, so final one. I want you on your in your book, on your sheet, on your whiteboard, wherever it is, not the walls, please. I would like you to do me 3 j's, and remember that the j goes below the line. Okay, j. Okay, so give me j. There you go. Okay, I'm being really lazy today. I'm not going to do some CVC word building today because I think we're getting to the point now where we'd have 20 letters. Is that right? Okay, we'd have 20 letters now to play with, but feel free at home to use the letters that we've looked at to start building words. So my challenge today could be that I would like you to write some words that use today's letters. So can you write me the word rug, g, okay, because we've done an and we've done g, but using the Can you do me the word hen, n, okay, because that uses the h and the so n, hen. Can you write me the word leg, leg, okay, because it uses the l and it's actually the rhyme we use, leg. And then can you write me the word, something with an, well, we've got and hen. This is the part where it gets hard because you're like, what's the CVC word that starts with end? End, end, like the end of this video. Okay, so have a go at those words using your handwriting. Okay, it'll be very interesting to see how you guys get on. Feel free to put comments in the section below. Okay, this is for people who are watching on YouTube. Okay, Google Classroom, I would love to see you guys have a go at that and show me your work. Hi to everybody around the world who's watching. I know that there's people in Australia. How exciting. So please give it a go, subscribe, drop comments. That would be wonderful, and I will see you guys soon.